every 8 bars was a different subject. Audience, I'm your host Sylvie Q, Earthquake, a new day, fresh blessing, live life carefree. Welcome all family and friends, new subscribers. I did a rap video about it. Now it's time to break it down. First one that I did was menu flavors. Now it's 5 different flavors for the taste buds. Sweet, bitter, spicy, savory. I left behind the salt. Food flavors are like personality traits. Serenity, lavender. It's the all-around person, the jack of all trades. So that's right in the middle. Now let's start off from sweet. Bashful, strawberries. When I thought of that, I thought of the 7 dwarfs of Snow White. And that's a shy, quiet person. Moving up, we have relaxed mango. Sweet, bitter. When you think of mangoes, what do you think of? Warm weather. I thought about my grandparents from Florida. Every single year growing up, they'll send me mangoes. And I didn't even have to pay for the delivery cost. And I had to share with all my family members. It was a great time. Now, relaxed mango is a cool, laid-back person. Real chill, calm. Gallantly, grapefruit. That is a brave, spirited person. You hear gallantly streaming, national anthem, America. And that is bittersweet. Now we're going to move away from the fruits and we're going to go into the vegetables. Canny Pepper. It's a very witty, clever person. I used to always visit my Uncle Coffee's place. It burns my stomach, so I had to move away from the spicy food. Canny Pepper, spicy. And savory also. Blunt Peppermint. Peppermint, you put in candy, and that is a savory yet also sweet flavor. With a blunt person, they're bold, just like you wouldn't believe. You know, they're right up front, straightforward. Now, lastly, we have entered outgoing ginger. Outgoing ginger, when you put ginger inside of food, you think, tastes just like ginger. The savory, sweet addition. Personality traits could be related to fruits and vegetables and mints. And we're going to go on to our next subject up for debating, which is drinking ratings. You know, drinking is like movie ratings. Got rated G, rated PG, rated PG-13, rated R, NC-17. Rated G, water, as the basis of it all. You can't live without water. It's also a global issue. I'm going to leave it at that. PG, passable, genuinely, is milk. You guys remember those schoolie lunches? Chocolate milk and white milk. You guys don't know about public school. That was our only options right there. And of course, when you're born, also juice. Orange, apple juice. We're going to take it one step up, which is PG-21, priority group 21. And in there we have soda. Now soda, too much soda is bad for the teeth. And of course, the dentist is like, that's too much sugar for you. Because in the States, US, you have to be 21 years of age to be drinking. I know in other countries it's a lot younger. Soda could also have some type of alcohol. Shandy, which is like a Caribbean drink. 4th of July, first time ever. And I was just throwing back shandies. I had too many shandies. I had about 5 shandies. Now there are different types of levels of alcohol, which I give you that. We're just going to talk about the low percentage with the soda and the wine. And also with soda, my favorite is ginger ale. Rated R is the hard liquor, the alcohol, self-explanatory. And lastly, what we have is NC-17. We're going to remix that and say non-consumption. And instead of 17, it's going to be unknown. I'm just going to put in there the the medicines and we'll just say the experimental type of drinks. And I'm leaving it at that. So moving away from the drinks, because you know it could affect your heart, is the Heart of Stone. This is my third section of it. With Heart of Stone, you have three parts of the heart. You have the mental, you have the physical, and you have the material. Because we're all authors of our own books. And I never heard of having a change of heart. I didn't know your heart could change colors. That's the mental. And also I spoke about heart check, the decisions we make. Does it color the heart? Secondly, we have the physical heart, because the heart is, after all, a muscle. You have to exercise it. So the more we exercise that, now it's time for heart recovery, because male and female, we have our own race, own paths to choose and dream to follow. Lastly, we have the material heart, the financial pleasures, whether it's the jewelry, whether it's the cars, the clothes, I can go on, so on, so on. Thing about this is the heart is not only physical, it's not only material, it's also mental. And we just have to be aware of our space and our mind frame. Now, we're going to section off from the heart, and we're going to talk about the fourth iteration, which is Eleanor's diary. I don't have a child yet. I keep on having these dreams, recurring dreams, that I'm babysitting a baby that has green eyes. Now, I didn't know that babies could wear contacts at that age. I'm just gonna rap out this verse real quick. It's obviously not mine. Dear Eleanor, reflect on my lifespan. I chose to count the days on the man. I could have been a family man, helping the family expand. I became a fan, dreaming of one chance. Shared stories, help you fall asleep. Stars illuminating, a soul to keep. It's my memories that named your diary. You choose to pass on a family legacy. If you were alive, you would have been half of me, wishing because it hasn't happened. See, I've written this letter, my sincere apologies, still thinking of you, a daughter drifts gradually. And I sum it up just like that. Now, moving on from wishes and dreams, we have elements of sports, which is our fifth section. Now, when we think of sports, what do we think of? Entertainment, bets, teams? No. Players. We have different sports, different players. After all, sports and relationships, they go hand in hand. If golf is VIP, baseball choosing signal ticks, and tennis, there's a pace. And hockey, we cherry pick and zone. And football, track and field the trips. If we're players, then it's life we playing. So I'm in the field. Track and field. The first thing is golf. It's VIP. We all want to select the group of people or partners that fits our lifestyle. Golf is more about exclusivity. Baseball, choosing signal ticks. Because in baseball, you have different choosing signals. You have the slider, fastball, curveball. It's up to you to decipher which pitch that the partner or the person that you're interested in is throwing, so you catch those choosing signals. Golf is VIP, baseball choosing signal ticks, and tennis, there's a pace. Because at the end of the day, moving too fast, moving too slow, we all have our own pace that we go by. If golf is VIP, baseball chooses signal ticks, and tennis, there's pace. In hockey, we cherry pick. Hockey, cherry pick. When you get 3 goals in a hockey game, we call it the hat trick. So in terms of relationship, it is marking off your goals and how the other side, the partner that you're interested in, checks all those boxes, whether it's personality, whether it's sharing the same hobbies, common friendship, mutual friendship. I can go down the line with all that. If golf is VIP, baseball chooses signal ticks, and tennis, there's a pace. In hockey, we cherry pick. End zone and football. Football has 2 sides of the field. The objects for you to get from this side all the way to the other side. And once when we reach a touchdown, or just say in football, everybody is a celebration. Everybody has their own goals that they want to accomplish. It's up for debate. We could go down the list, but I don't think I have the time. We all have our own goals that we're trying to reach. That's the gist of it. If golf is VIP, baseball chooses signal ticks. In tennis, there's a pace. In hockey, we cherry pick. In zone, in football, track and field are trips. Whether it's traveling with your partner, you have to make the necessary steps for you to get what you desire or accomplish. Plain and simple. If golf is VIP, baseball chooses signal ticks. In tennis, there's a pace. In hockey, we cherry pick. In zone and football, track and field the trips. If we're players, then it's life we playing. In the game of life, we all players because we are all individuals. Yes, we're searching for partners and friendships, whichever fits our need. However, at the end of the day, we're all one individual. Even if we're twins, we're all one individual. So moving on from individuality, from sports and how we players, we go into our last segment, which is generation batteries, aka Tourmaline's batteries. It's a mixture of two stories that I had to intertwine. So like batteries, and like I've been mentioning before about different personalities, the ratings, each category and what we're looking for in terms of our heart, documenting our steps and writing down what we desire. At the end of the day, we're born, and just like a baby, grow up from teens to adults, and then you grow old in that oldest stage. With a battery, it's green, or it's at 100%, like your phones. And at 100%, everything is working fine because it's new. However, there's more data speed add-ons that you have, it starts to slow down. So it went from green to yellow, red, and now the red is flickering, and then once when it's black, it dies out. However, like a battery, we keep on evolving with the time, because we have to, and we pass on different genetic code to the different generations that we have, to our offsprings, to our family, to our friends, to our nephews, to our nieces, and we learn from our aunts, our uncles, our grandparents. So I want to thank you guys for watching. This is the BS, the backstory to my family and friends, new subscribers. I know you out there. This is Walk Easy Podcast. This is a combination of all 6 of them, and you're welcome to see the rap version of all that. Walk easy. Seeing family and friends, where to begin, explain things when I was younger then. Living in the greatest life, all depends. One love, carry on to the next event.